Join me for a story to bring you a sense of warmth and ease. Mock and Bellflower, Forging Bonds. This story is about the deep bond forged between a kind-hearted young man named Mock and an injured fairy named Bellflower, bringing harmony between their worlds. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled in the heart of a lush forest, there lived a young man named Mock. Mock was known throughout the village for his kindness and willingness to help others. His heart was as big as the ancient oak tree that stood at the village's entrance. And one sunny afternoon, while Mock was gathering firewood, he stumbled upon a tiny injured fairy named Bellflower. Her delicate wings were crumpled, and she looked as though she hadn't eaten in days. The Mock's heart ached at the sight of the fragile creature. Without hesitation, he gently scooped her up and brought her back to his humble cottage. Bellflower, though weak, looked up at Mock with gratitude in her sparkling eyes. Mock fashioned a little bed out of soft leaves and gently laid her down, tending to her injuries with utmost care. Each day he brought her sweet nectar and dewdrop water to drink. As slowly but surely, Bellflower regained her strength. As the days passed, Mock and Bellflower formed a deep bond. Bellflower would tell Mock enchanting stories of the fairy world, and in return, Mock would share tales of the human realm. They laughed together, and their friendship grew stronger with each passing day. One magical evening, as the moonlight danced through the trees, Bellflower revealed a secret to Mock. She told him that she possessed the power to grant one wish to the person who saved her. Mock was taken aback, but touched by her gesture. He thought long and hard about his wish. Finally, Mock made his wish. I wish for the bond between humans and fairies to be forever strong and unbreakable. Bellflower beamed with joy and waved her tiny hand, casting a shimmering spell that enveloped the village in a radiant glow. From that day forward, the village became a place of harmony and unity. Fairies and humans coexisted happily, helping each other in times of need. The bond that Mock and Bellflower forged remained unbroken and set an example for generations to come. The villagers would often see Bellflower sitting on Mock's shoulder, and they knew that their friendship was a testament to the power of kindness and the beauty of forging bonds. Let's move gently to the next heartwarming tale. Puppy and Flower, a tale of innocence. His story is about a girl named Puppy and her charming animal friend, Flower, who discover an enchanted garden that only those pure of heart can see. Once upon a time, in a tiny village nestled between the rolling hills, lived a kind-hearted girl named Puppy. Puppy had a special friend, a charming animal named Flower. Flower was a delicate creature, with shimmering fur and sparkling eyes that reflected the colors of the rainbow. One sunny morning, as Puppy and Flower wandered through the meadow, they discovered a hidden path lined with blooming wild flowers. The path led them to a forgotten garden, where ancient trees whispered secrets of the past, and the air was filled with the fragrance of countless blossoms. Intrigued, Puppy and Flower decided to explore this enchanted place. As they ventured deeper, they found a crystal-clear pond surrounded by tall grasses and butterflies dancing in the air. Puppy and Flower sat by the pond, watching the reflections of the clouds drift across the water. "What a magical place," Puppy whispered. Flower nodded, her eyes wide with wonder. Suddenly, a gentle voice echoed from the trees. "Welcome." An elderly woman, clad in a gown adorned with petals, appeared. "I am the guardian of this garden," she said. "It is a sanctuary for those who cherish the innocence of heart." Puppy and Flower looked at each other, their smiles growing wider. The guardian explained that the garden could only be seen by those pure of heart. She gave them a small, golden key and said, "This key will lead you back whenever you wish to return." Poppy and Flower spent their days exploring every corner of the garden, discovering hidden nooks filled with singing birds and babbling brooks. Each day ended with them falling asleep under a canopy of stars, their hearts light with joy and innocence. One day, as the sun set in hues of orange and pink, Poppy knew it was time to return home. "We will come back, Flower," Poppy promised. Flower nuzzled her in agreement. They followed the path back to their village, the golden key safely tucked away. They never forgot the magic of the hidden garden and the peace it brought them. Whenever life felt heavy, they knew they could return. And so Poppy and Flower grew up, their hearts forever touched by the beauty and innocence they found in the enchanted garden. Let us drift softly into the next comforting tale. Snowdrop and Susan's Joyful Journey. This story is about Susan and a bear named Snowdrop spreading joy and kindness during a magical snow adventure. Once upon a time, in a quaint village surrounded by lush green hills, there lived a young girl named Susan. Had golden hair that shimmered in the sunlight, and eyes as blue as the summer sky. One winter evening, as the first snow of the season gently blanketed the village, Susan's heart filled with excitement. She couldn't wait to play outside and make snow angels with her best friend, a cheerful bear named Snowdrop. The Snowdrop was a magnificent bear, with a coat as white as the snow and eyes that sparkled with kindness. The two had been inseparable since they first met when Snowdrop wandered into the village as a couple. They shared countless memories of laughter, adventure, and friendship. As the snow continued to fall thick and fast, Susan bundled up in her warmest clothes, pulled on her cozy mittens, and rushed outside to find Snowdrop. She saw him waving at their favorite spot, a large oak tree at the edge of the village. "Let's go on a joyful journey through the snow," Susan exclaimed, her eyes twinkling with glee. Snowdrop nodded enthusiastically, and together, they set off on a magical adventure. The snow-covered landscape glistened under the moonlight, creating a wonderland of sparkling beauty. Susan and Snowdrop explored the forest trails, leaving behind a trail of paw prints and bootmarks. They found joy in the simplest of things, catching snowflakes on their tongues, sledding down gentle hills, and building a family of snowmen. As they explored deeper into the forest, they stumbled upon a hidden cave. Inside, they discovered shimmering icicles hanging like crystal chandeliers from the ceiling. Susan and Snowdrop marveled at the sight, their faces glowing with wonder. Suddenly, they heard a faint rustling sound. Following the noise, they found a group of forest animals huddled together, looking cold and weary. The animals, including squirrels, rabbits, and a wise little owl, had lost their way and were seeking warmth. Without hesitation, Susan offered her stuff to the shivering creatures, and Snowdrop shared his body heat by letting them snuggle close to his warm fur. Together, they created a cozy haven inside the cave. "Hail for helping us," the wise old owl hooted softly. "You've brought cheer to our hearts on this chilly night." Susan and Snowdrop beamed with happiness, knowing they had made a difference. As the night went on, they shared stories, laughter, and warmth with their new friends. When morning came, the snow had stopped, and the sky was painted with shades of pink and gold. A big fairy folk could signal to the forest animals, promising to visit them again. They returned to the village, with hearts full of joy and memories that would last a lifetime. From that day forward, Susan and Snowdrop's bond grew even stronger, their adventures filled with even more love and cheer. Their joyful journey through the snow had not only deepened their friendship, but also reminded them of the power of kindness and the magic of unexpected discoveries. And so, in the quaint village surrounded by lush green hills, Susan and Snowdrop continued to spread joy and cheer, their hearts forever intertwined. Let's turn to the next chapter in tonight's adventure. Bluebell and Camellia, the Whispering Wind. This story is about Bluebell and the Whispering Wind Camellia, who together transform a barren land into a flourishing garden through acts of generosity. In a quaint little village nestled among rolling hills, there lived a young girl named Bluebell. She was known for her kind heart and her beautiful garden filled with vibrant flowers. Every morning, she would rise with the sun to tend to her garden, speaking to each bloom with gentle care. One day, as she was watering her plants, a soft, melodious whisper reached her ears. It was the voice of Camellia, the Whispering Wind. "Bluebell, your garden is a haven of beauty," Camellia said, her voice like a gentle breeze. "But there is a land far away where flowers no longer bloom. They need your help." Bluebell's heart ached at the thought of a land without flowers. She agreed without hesitation. "Lead the way, Camellia," she said, her eyes shining with determination. Camellia guided Bluebell to a distant, barren land where the soil was dry and cracked. "This place needs your love and care," Camellia whispered. Bluebell nodded and knelt on the ground, planting the seeds she had brought. Day by day, Bluebell sang to the seeds, her voice filled with hope and love. "Grow strong and beautiful, little seeds," she would whisper. As the days turned into weeks, tiny green shoots began to appear. The land, once barren, started to flourish with life. The villagers of the distant land were amazed. "How did this happen?" they asked each other, their voices filled with wonder. Bluebell smiled but shook her head. "It was not just me," she said. "It was the love and care given to each seed by the Whispering Wind, Camellia, and myself." The villagers embraced Bluebell, their hearts filled with gratitude. Camellia swirled round them, her whispering voice carrying a message of generosity and love. "The river can bring beauty to even the most desolate places," she said. With Bluebell and Camellia's efforts, the land was transformed into a paradise of flowers. From that day on, Bluebell continued to share her love and seeds with other lands, guided by the gentle whispers of Camellia. The story of Bluebell's generosity spread far and wide, inspiring others to give selflessly as well. And so, the tale of Bluebell and Camellia was told for generations, reminding everyone that even the smallest act of kindness can change the world. May tonight's story bring you comfortful night long.